This Michael Prabhu is not a joint. We have two devotees, Guru Maharaj, today, Kulan and Simon. It might be helpful if Michael translates for them. He said he will join in 5 minutes, but not a joint. Anyway.
Okay.
So, yeah, we will start reading the verse. Jolin Mataji, do you want to start reading this verse?
Yes, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji.
Bhagavad Gita 6.27. Prashanta manasam hi enam yoginam sukham uttamam upaiti santa rajasam brahma bhutam akal masam. The yogi whose mind, translation, the yogi whose mind is fixed on me verily attains the highest perfection of transcendental happiness. He is beyond the mode of passion. He realizes his qualitative identity with the Supreme, and thus he is freed from all reactions to past deeds. Purport. Brahma bhuta is the state of being free from material contamination and situated in the transcendental service of the Lord. Mat bhaktim labate param. Bhagavad Gita 18.54. One cannot remain in the quality of Brahman, the Absolute, until one's mind is fixed on the lotus feet of the Lord. Savai manaha Krishna padara vindayoha. To be always engaged in the transcendental loving service of the Lord, or to remain in Krishna consciousness, is to be effectually liberated from the mode of passion and all material contamination. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Mataji. Michael Prabhuji, do you want to do the translation in French?
Yes. Okay. Le yogi dont le mental est absorbé en moi connaît sans conteste la perfection du bonheur spirituel. Il transcende le mode d'influence de la passion et réalise son identité qualitative avec le suprême, s'affranchissant ainsi des conséquences de ses actes passés. L'être atteint... how about the purport too?
Yeah,
Yes.
go ahead.
Okay. L'être atteint le niveau du Brahma bhuta quand il n'est plus souillé par la contamination matérielle et s'absorbe dans le service absolu du Seigneur. Mad Bhaktim Labhate Param, Bhagavad Gita 18,54. On ne peut demeurer au niveau de l'absolu, au niveau du Brahman, si l'on ne parvient à fixer son mental sur les pieds pareils au lotus du Seigneur. Savaimana Krishna Padara Vindayo. Servir le Seigneur avec constance et pur amour, vivre dans la conscience de Krishna, c'est être réellement libéré du joug de la passion et lavé de la souillure matérielle.
All right, so Lord Krishna is describing about the yogi who's come to a very high level. He's come to the perfection of transcendental happiness.
Krishna nous raconte ici qu'est-ce qu'il arrive à un yogi qui est à un très haut niveau. Qu'est-ce qu'il arrive à ce yogi qui est à la perfection qui s'appelle le bonheur transcendantal.
First of all, he's transcended the influence of the material energy.
Tout d'abord, il a transcendé l'influence de l'énergie matérielle. En fait.
He's beyond the mode of passion, and that means also beyond the mode of ignorance.
Il est au-dessus du mode de passion, et cela veut dire qu'il est encore au-dessus du mode de l'ignorance aussi.
He's come beyond the mode of passion, we have the mode of goodness.
Au-delà du mode de la passion, nous avons le mode du bien.
And above the mode of goodness is the Brahma bhuta stage, or the mode of pure goodness.
Et par-dessus le mode du bien, il y a le mode Brahma bhuta, ou le bien pur.
Prabhupada explains Brahma bhuta means no more material contamination.
Brahma bhuta, selon Prabhupada, veut dire qu'il n'y a plus de contamination matérielle.
The devotees on the transcendental platform.
Le dévot est donc sur la plateforme transcendantale.
Brahma bhuta means to understand we're Brahman, that we're not the body, that we're all spiritual souls.
Brahma bhuta veut dire que nous comprenons le Brahman, le corps spirituel, et que nous sommes tous des âmes spirituelles.
Yeah, the soul is Brahman, and the nature of Brahman is eternal and full of knowledge and full of bliss.
Notre âme est Brahman, et la nature de Brahman, c'est d'être rempli de félicité. All three of them, right?
Yeah.
L'éternel est félicité, le savoir.
Yeah, the spirit soul, we're all spiritual beings, we're all spirit souls, and the nature of the soul is eternal, full of bliss and knowledge.
Nous sommes tous des âmes éternelles et la nature de l'âme, c'est qu'elle est pleine des trois, la connaissance, la félicité et d'être éternel.
So the Brahma Buddha stage is above the material energy.
Donc, le niveau du Brahma Bhuta se situe par-dessus, plus haut que l'énergie matérielle.
And in order to actually engage in devotional service, we have to come to the Brahma Buddha stage.
Pour pouvoir s'engager dans le service dévotionnel, il nous faut arriver au niveau du Brahma Bhuta.
Devotional service begins on that level of Brahman.
En fait, le service dévotionnel commence à ce niveau du Brahman.
So we are Brahman, and the Supreme Lord Krishna, he is also Brahman, but there's a difference in quantity.
En fait, nous sommes Brahman, et en fait, le Seigneur Krishna est aussi Brahman, mais il y a une différence en quantité.
We are one with Krishna in quality. Krishna is Brahman, we are also Brahman. So quality, there's no difference, but there's a big difference in quantity.
Il y a donc une différence en quantité.
Krishna is infinite, and we are infinitesimal.
Le Seigneur Krishna est infini et nous-mêmes sommes infinitésimales. Ça veut dire un rien comparé à lui.
Krishna is the supreme Brahman, but we are just tiny sparks of the Brahman.
Krishna est le Brahman suprême. Par contre, nous-mêmes sommes comme des petites étincelles.
Just like there's a spark and there's a fire. So the spark also has heat and light, but not equal to the fire.
Par exemple, il y a un feu. Et une étincelle aussi a de la chaleur et de la lumière, mais jamais autant.
We cannot compare the fire to a spark, and the same way we cannot compare the living entity to the Supreme Lord.
Nous pouvons comparer l'étincelle et le feu. De la même manière, nous ne pouvons comparer l'âme et l'âme suprême.
But the spark, if the spark stays in the fire, it will remain, it will always have heat and light.
Si par contre l'étincelle reste dans le feu, elle aura toujours de la lumière et de la chaleur.
But if the spark comes out of the fire, And if it falls into water, then it will be extinguished. It will lose its heat and light.
Mais si l'étincelle tombe dans l'eau, elle sera éteinte, elle perdra ses deux qualités.
So in the same way, if the living entity, if we fix our mind on the lotus feet of Krishna, then we can stay in Krishna consciousness.
De la même manière, si nous fixons notre esprit sur Krishna, nous pourrons rester dans la conscience de Krishna.
So Prabhupada quotes a verse from the Srimad Bhagavatam describing how the great devotee king Maharaj Ambarish controlled his mind.
Donc, Srila Prabhupada dit quelque chose que Maharaj Ambarish disait il explique comment était Maharaj Ambarish qui lui avait contrôlé son esprit.
Maharaj Ambarish used all of his senses in the service of Krishna.
Que Maharaj Ambarish utilisait tous ses sens dans le service de Krishna.
He used his eyes to see the deity.
Il utilisait donc ses yeux pour voir les divinités.
He used his legs to walk to the temple and to dance in the kirtan.
Il utilisait ses jambes pour marcher jusqu'au temple et pour danser aussi dans le kirtan.
He used his nose to smell the flowers offered to Krishna.
Il faisait usage de son nez pour sentir les fleurs qui étaient déjà offertes à Krishna.
He used his ears to hear the glories of Lord Krishna and the chanting of the holy name.
Et il utilisait donc ses oreilles pour entendre les gloires diffusées à propos de Krishna et les saints noms du Seigneur.
And he used his tongue to taste the food offered to Krishna and to chant the holy name.
Et donc, il utilisait aussi sa langue pour goûter la nourriture offerte au Seigneur, le prasadam, et aussi donc sa langue pour chanter les saints noms du Seigneur.
But the very first thing he did was to fix his mind on the lotus feet of Krishna.
Mais la toute première chose,
Oh, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yes.
yeah, we have you.
Are you back, Michael?
Yeah, we're all. I think. I hope I.
We lost you for a minute. Michael, are you there? Hare Krishna, Michael?
Anybody?
Yeah, Michael, you back now?
I think so.
What's the problem? You got to recharge, is it?
No. Maybe I should restart my phone because it's super warm. No, it's okay. Can you hear me and everything?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, now we hear you.
Okay. It's okay. It's good. I'll just.
Can we go ahead?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're talking about Maharaj Ambarish and how he fixed his mind on the lotus feet of Krishna.
Donc, nous étions en train de parler de Maharaj Ambarish et comment il avait fixé ses yeux, son esprit sur les pieds pareils au lotus de Krishna, Seigneur.
The mind is the king of the senses. So whatever the mind does, then the senses will follow.
l'esprit est donc it's the leader of the senses.
Yes, the mind is the king of the senses.
L'esprit est le roi des sens. Et donc, c'est ce que où nous fixons notre esprit, les autres sens suivent l'esprit, le mental.
So if we fix our mind on Krishna, the senses will follow.
Donc, si nous fixons notre esprit sur Krishna, les sens suivront aussi, serviront aussi Krishna.
And in this way, we can get free from the influence of passion and ignorance.
De cette manière, nous pouvons nous libérer de l'influence de la passion et de l'ignorance.
And when we get rid of passion and ignorance, then we come to the level of goodness.
Et à ce moment-là, quand nous passons par-dessus la passion et l'ignorance, nous pouvons arriver au mode du bien.
But we want to go
du
further.
savoir.
We don't want to just stay in the mode of goodness. We want to transcend even the mode of goodness. We want to come to the level of pure goodness.
Mais nous voulons en fait aller plus loin que le mode du bien. Nous voulons aussi le transcender et aller au mode du bien pur.
So pure goodness is transcendental. That's the liberated platform.
C'est le bien transcendantal. C'est la plateforme de la libération.
And to be on that platform, you have to be engaged in devotional service.
Et pour pouvoir être sur cette plateforme, il faut s'engager dans le service dévotionnel au Seigneur.
Okay, go ahead. We can go ahead. Next
Okay,
verse.
Guru Maharaj. 6.28. Simon Prabhu, do you want to read the Sanskrit? Maybe we can do the translation.
Okay. Yunamyeva sada mana yogi vigata kalmasha sukheha brahma saram atyanta sukam asnute.
Translation. Thus, the self-controlled yogi, constantly engaged in yoga practice, becomes free from all material contamination and achieves the highest stage of perfect happiness in transcendental loving service to the Lord. Purport. Self-realization means knowing one's constitutional position in relationship to the Supreme. The individual soul is part and parcel of the Supreme, and his position is to render transcendental service to the Lord. This transcendental contact with the Supreme is called as Brahma Samsparsha.
Oh, okay. So we're here. Yeah.
Gurma, sorry, translation by French.
Oh, yeah.
Michael Prabhu, do you want to translate? Oh, he's not there. Guru Maharaj, you please continue, Guru Maharaj.
Okay. So this verse describes the yogi. He's got control. He's controlling his mind and senses. So he's able to fully engage, constantly engage in yoga practice.
My turn?
Yeah, yes, Michael Prabhu. Yeah.
You want me to read the translation?
Yeah. Yes,
okay.
yes.
I just put it in my phone so it can work better. Ainsi, 6.28. Ainsi, constamment absorbé dans la pratique du yoga, le yogi se libère de toute contamination matérielle et parvient au stade ultime du bonheur. en prenant part au service d'amour transcendantal du Seigneur. Le yogi a donc contrôlé ses sens et ainsi il peut à tout moment être engagé dans le service dévotionnel. I just said what you just said, Maharaj.
Okay, yeah. So a yogi should be the controller of his mind and senses. That's important.
Le yogi, c'est important qu'il soit le contrôleur de ses sens et de son esprit.
And it's described here how this yogi, he has achieved perfection. He's got free from all material contamination.
Et donc, il est noté ici que le yogi est libéré de toute contamination matérielle.
The contamination is in the heart. There's dirty things in our heart, particularly lust and anger and greed.
La contamination est dans le cœur. Et, il y a par exemple la luxure, l'envie d'argent, et des choses comme ça, la colère.
So this yogi described in this verse, he's already cleaned his heart. He got rid of all these dirty things from the heart.
Et donc, c'est marqué ici que le yogi a pu se libérer de toutes ces choses sales.
And because he's cleaned his heart, he's able to experience spiritual pleasure.
Et puisqu'il a réussi à nettoyer son cœur, il arrive maintenant à faire l'expérience du plaisir spirituel.
There is pleasure of the body, and there is pleasure of the mind, there's pleasure of the soul.
Il y a le plaisir du corps, le plaisir du mental et aussi en fait le plaisir de l'âme.
So the pleasure of the soul is the highest pleasure, but to experience the pleasure of the soul, we have to clean the heart.
Donc, le plaisir de l'âme est le plus haut des plaisirs. Mais pour pouvoir en faire l'expérience, il faut d'abord laver le cœur de la souillure.
Everyone wants to be happy. Everyone is looking for happiness.
Tout le monde recherche le bonheur.
But instead of finding happiness, we only find trouble and anxiety and problems.
Mais au lieu de trouver du bonheur, nous ne rencontrerons que les problèmes et l'anxiété.
The problems come because we're looking for happiness in the wrong place.
Les problèmes viennent parce que nous cherchons en fait le bonheur dans les mauvais endroits.
Instead of looking for happiness in the soul, we try to just find the happiness of the senses, the body.
Au lieu de chercher le bonheur de l'âme, nous cherchons le bonheur dans le corps matériel.
Now that pleasure of the senses and the body, that's going to be very short and very temporary.
En fait, ce bonheur du corps va être très court et temporaire.
But the pleasure of the soul is unlimited, it's eternal.
Mais le bonheur de notre âme est sans limite, illimité et éternel.
Just like if we're looking for water, we maybe, now here in India it's very hot in the summertime and we need to drink water. So we have to know where to find water.
Comme par exemple, si nous recherchons de l'eau. Un exemple, ici en Inde, il fait super chaud en été et nous avons vraiment besoin de boire de l'eau.
And if we look in the desert, then we won't find water there in the desert.
Et si nous regardons dans le désert, nous ne trouverons donc pas d'eau là-bas.
There is water, but you have to know where to find the water.
Il y a de l'eau, mais il faut savoir où la trouver.
In the same way, there is happiness, but we have to know where to find that happiness.
De la même manière, il y a du bonheur, mais il ne faut pas le chercher dans le mauvais endroit.
Foolish people think happiness is to satisfy the senses, to serve the senses.
Les gens idiots pensent que le bonheur, c'est de satisfaire nos sens matériels.
Just like the tongue, it wants to taste, and people will drink alcohol, they will smoke cigarettes, they will eat all kinds of non-vegetarian food, and they're thinking this is happiness.
Par exemple, la langue. Les gens aiment fumer des cigarettes, manger de la nourriture non végétarienne, et ils croient vraiment que c'est ça le bonheur.
So they do not understand that they're only bringing misery on themselves. They're going to suffer reactions for their sinful activities.
Ils ne comprennent donc pas qu'ils vont seulement s'amener des problèmes, car ils vont devoir souffrir les conséquences de toutes ces choses.
Everyone wanted to enjoy, we were looking for happiness, but we only found suffering.
Tout le monde voulait s'amuser et trouver du bonheur avec ça, mais ils ne trouvent que de la souffrance avec cela.
So where did the happiness go? What happened to our happiness? Where did it go?
Alors, où est passé notre bonheur? Où est-il allé?
The happiness is still there. It's waiting for us to discover it, to find the happiness which comes from the soul.
Il est toujours là. Il attend que nous le découvrons. C'est en fait dans l'âme que nous trouvons le bonheur.
When the soul is engaged in the service of the Supreme Lord, then it becomes actually happy.
Quand l'âme est engagée dans le service du Seigneur suprême, c'est là qu'elle est heureuse.
And so we have to know how to experience the happiness of the soul.
Et donc, nous devons savoir comment faire l'expérience de ce bonheur de l'âme. Nous devons trouver comment faire pour aller dans ce bonheur-là.
The soul has to be connected to the Supreme Soul.
Notre âme doit se connecter avec l'âme suprême.
Just like the hand has to be connected to the body.
Tout comme la main doit se connecter avec le corps.
If the hand is disconnected from the body, then it's of no use.
Si la main est déconnectée du corps, eh bien, en fait, elle ne sert à rien.
But so long as the hand is connected to the body, then we can do many things. We can perform many functions.
Mais tant que la main est connectée avec le corps, elle peut pratiquer toutes sortes de choses.
In the same way, our soul has to be connected to the Supreme Soul. That is yoga.
Sorry. De la même manière, notre âme doit être connectée avec l'âme suprême. C'est ainsi.
Or here, in this verse, it's called Brahma Samsparsha, connection with the Supreme.
Ici, dans ce verset, cela s'appelle le Brahma Samsparsha.
And when we're connected with the Supreme, then we will experience the highest happiness.
C'est quand nous sommes en rapport avec le Suprême, en rapport transcendantal avec le Suprême, que nous allons pouvoir avoir le vrai bonheur.
Happiness comes in serving the Supreme.
Le bonheur vient en servant le Suprême.
People are sometimes surprised. They think, No, to be the servant, there's no happiness there. You have to become the master to be happy. But it's not true.
Les gens croient parfois que ils s'étonnent parfois que ah non, il n'y a pas de bonheur ici. Il faut devenir le maître pour pouvoir être heureux.
We're happy when we're put into our actual position, our natural position.
Nous sommes heureux en fait quand nous sommes dans notre position naturelle.
Just like if you take a fish out of water and you may put the fish into a nice hotel and you give it air conditioning and you give it alcohol and cigarettes and you bring a beautiful girl for the fish won't be happy. The fish will say, put me back in the sea.
Si par exemple, vous prenez un poisson, vous le mettez hors de l'eau dans un hôtel, vous lui donnez des cigarettes à fumer, etc., du vin et un gros lit bien douillet, il ne sera quand même pas heureux. Il vous dira, j'aimerais vraiment retourner dans l'eau.
So we have to know, where is the happiness?
Nous devons donc savoir où se trouve le bonheur.
And the happiness comes being engaged in our actual position as a servant of the Supreme.
Le bonheur vient de notre rapport transcendantal en tant que servant du Seigneur suprême.
We get a lot of pleasure in serving Krishna.
Nous éprouverons le bonheur en servant Krishna.
We don't get much pleasure in the material world. It's all suffering.
Nous ne connaissons pas beaucoup de plaisir dans le monde matériel parce que il n'est que souffrance.
We have to work for wicked and miserly people.
Nous sommes obligés de travailler pour des gens méchants et très économes.
They may pay you, but they will pay you less than what they're supposed to pay you. They don't give you a proper pay. They always try to cheat you.
Ils ne voudront même pas vous payer comme il faut. Ils essayent toujours de vous tricher, de vous arnaquer. Ils sont très rares.
But if you work for Krishna, you get the greatest benefit.
Mais si vous travaillez donc pour Krishna, vous aurez le meilleur bénéfice.
Krishna takes us out of the wheel of birth and death.
Krishna nous sort de cette roue de la naissance et de la mort.
He can take us back home, back to Godhead.
Il peut nous ramener chez nous, vers Krishna.
Mm-hmm. Okay, any questions?
Est-ce qu'il y a des questions?
Guru Maharaj, Ambarish Maharaj, he first fixed the mind and then he engaged the senses. So should we also do the same? How to first fix the mind, Guru Maharaj?
Maharaj Ambarish a d'abord fixé son esprit sur Krishna et ensuite les sens. Et donc, nous devons nous faire de même, de comment fixer l'esprit sur Krishna.
Yes, we should also fix the mind first on Krishna. First we have to fix the mind on the lotus feet of Krishna, and then we engage all of our senses in the service of Krishna.
Alors, la réponse est que oui, nous devons d'abord fixer notre esprit, notre mental sur Krishna, et ensuite nous pourrons fixer nos autres sens dans son service.
And we can fix our mind. We can fix our mind on Krishna by chanting his holy name and by offering our respectful obeisances to him.
Et en fait, nous pouvons fixer notre mental sur Krishna en chantant ses saints noms et en offrant nos respectueux hommages à lui.
Generally, we first of all offer respects to the spiritual teachers. We offer our obeisances to the spiritual teachers, and then we chant the holy name of Krishna and we pray to Krishna.
Généralement, nous offrons d'abord nos respects au premier maître spirituel. Et ensuite, nous chantons les saints noms du Seigneur.
Chanting Hare Krishna is a prayer to Krishna.
Les chants de Hare Krishna, c'est une prière à Krishna en fait.
So every time we're chanting Hare Krishna, that should be like offering a prayer to Krishna. It's helping us to bring the mind to take shelter at the lotus feet of Krishna.
De chanter les saints noms du Seigneur, de chanter Hare Krishna, le mantra Hare Krishna, ça devrait être comme une prière pour prier à Krishna qu'il nous aide à prendre refuge en lui. Pour aider notre esprit, pour qu'il aide à ce qu'on mette notre esprit, qu'on réfugie notre esprit en lui.
So before we begin any service, before we do anything, we first of all want to offer our respects to Krishna and pray to Krishna.
Et donc, avant de pratiquer quel que ce soit comme service dévotionnel, nous voulons d'abord prier à Krishna pour pouvoir le servir.
Before you go into the kitchen to cook, you first of all go and offer obeisances to Lord Krishna and pray to him. Please, Lord Krishna, please allow me to cook nicely for you.
Avant, par exemple, de cuisiner pour Krishna, du prasadam, on prie à lui pour qu'on puisse bien cuisiner pour son plaisir, pour qu'on puisse cuisiner dans son service.
Yes.
Yeah, yes, Guru Maharaj.
Okay.
Thanks, Guru Maharaj. Any other questions?
I have a small like kind of question comment, I guess. So basically, we have trouble to understand that we need to surrender to Krishna, because we think that we're not really. If we would concentrate on Krishna, then that's the whole point, I guess, is to surrender to Krishna, is to understand that we're not happy outside of that surrender.
Yes, you're right.
So yeah, we think we think that's ignorance.
Yes, that's our ignorance. We're thinking I don't need to surrender to Krishna. We're thinking, why I should surrender? I'm independent. I can do what I want. I'm free. But we're not. We're not so free. We're not independent. Actually, we're all dependent on Krishna.
Okay, I'll repeat the question and stuff in French. Nous croyons que nous sommes indépendants du Seigneur. Et en fait, nous pensons que nous n'avons pas besoin de se soumettre à Krishna et de pratiquer le service dévotionnel à Krishna. Et c'est là l'ignorance, c'est là le problème, que nous ne nous soumettons pas au Seigneur Krishna et que nous pensons que nous pouvons nous débrouiller sans lui.
Yeah, we're not free, we're not independent, we're totally dependent on Krishna. Krishna is taking care of all of us. He provides everything.
Nous ne sommes pas libres, nous ne sommes jamais indépendants du Seigneur. C'est Krishna qui nous donne en fait tout. C'est lui qui s'occupe de nous.
The food we eat, the water we drink, the air we breathe, it's all Krishna's. It's all given by the grace of Krishna.
La nourriture que nous mangeons et même jusqu'à l'air que nous respirons, ça appartient tout à Krishna et c'est donc lui qui nous donne tout cela.
And this body is given to us by Krishna.
Même notre corps est un cadeau de Dieu.
We cannot say it's my body. Krishna gave it to us.
On ne peut pas dire que c'est notre corps, car c'est un cadeau de Krishna.
We're meant to use it in his service.
Nous sommes censés l'utiliser dans son service.
Everything belongs to Krishna.
Tout appartient à Krishna.
But we're thinking, why Krishna? Why not me? Should be mine. This is mine. We're thinking, this is my house. This is my apartment. This is my room.
Nous pensons que telle et telle chose est à moi ou que ici c'est ma maison, etc.
We're not able to understand that we have nothing. We came to this world with nothing. And when we leave this world, we leave with nothing.
Nous n'arrivons pas à comprendre que rien n'est à nous, même que nous sommes arrivés sans rien et que nous partirons complètement sans rien aussi.
Well, we cannot take anything with us when we have to leave the body.
Nous ne pouvons rien prendre avec nous quand nous quittons le corps.
But we do take our desires, the subtle things with us. We take our mind and desires with us to the next life.
Mais nous prenons les désirs avec nous, les choses subtiles, nous les emportons dans la prochaine vie.
So Krishna is saying surrender. Krishna is saying take shelter. He said, I will protect you. I will free you from all sinful reactions. Don't be afraid.
Et donc, Krishna nous demande de nous soumettre. Il nous dit que si nous sommes soumis à lui, il nous protégera et que nous n'avons pas besoin d'avoir peur.
And as we surrender to Krishna, Krishna rewards us accordingly.
Et quand nous nous soumettons au Seigneur, il nous repayera de la même manière.
So Krishna is watching all of us. He knows, he understands our situation. He knows what's happening. He knows how much we're surrendering and how much we're not. Krishna knows how much we're holding on to the material world.
Donc, Krishna sait exactement ce que nous pensons. Il sait à quel degré nous sommes soumis à lui. Et il est dans notre cœur et il sait combien il peut nous donner en mesure de combien on lui donne.
So that Krishna is there with us. He's coming in the form of the super soul in the heart, along with the living entity, along with our own individual self. There's the super soul.
En fait, Krishna, Dieu est avec nous en tant que l'âme suprême, Paramatma. Il est dans notre cœur avec notre âme. Et donc, il observe tout de notre âme.
And super soul is there to guide us, to help us, to tell us what we do, what's good, what's not good.
Et l'âme suprême, le Paramatma, est là dans notre cœur avec nous pour nous guider, nous dire ce qui est bien ou mal.
But we have to hear Krishna speaking to us in the heart.
Mais il faut pouvoir entendre Krishna nous parler dans notre cœur.
If we don't hear, then we act independently, and that causes all of our problems.
Si nous n'entendons pas, nous agissons indépendamment, et c'est cela qui nous pose des problèmes.
But if we hear carefully, we surrender to Krishna.
Mais si nous écoutons bien, on se soumet à Krishna.
All right? Yes?
Thank you.
Yes, Guru.
Thank you.
So part of surrendering to Krishna is chanting Hare Krishna every day.
Donc, une partie de se soumettre à Krishna et de s'abandonner à lui au lieu de notre ego, c'est de chanter les saints noms du Seigneur tous les jours. Hare Krishna.
We train the mind to surrender by chanting.
Nous entraînons notre esprit à être au pied de Krishna en chantant.
All right? So we're going to chant Hare Krishna now.
Yes, Guru Maharaj.
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda. Jai Haribo.
Haribol. Jai.
Haribol.
Haribol.
Where did everyone go? We're missing some people, right?
Yeah, yes, Guru Maharaj. Maybe probably they will. Yeah, we are missing some people. Yes, Guru Maharaj.
Oh, Kirti does come back. Okay. So Kirti is still there.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj.
How is everything? How is Kamchatka?
Kamchatka is very fine. The weather is getting warmer, and we still continue our Harinamas on Saturdays and Sundays, and spread prasadam and books.
How is the temple doing?
Maharaj Ambarish came to Kamchatka. He will leave. He's going to leave on Tuesday, but he's giving lectures here, and other senior devotees come to the temple. We continue 7 duties on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 3 days.
You still have a restaurant going? The restaurant is there?
Yes, the restaurant. The restaurant is still here, and they are doing very well.
It's doing okay, restaurant?
Yes, they're doing okay, very, very good.
And what about Umapati and his wife?
Mopati and Ishwari, Ishwari is still sewing clothes for the deities. The very beautiful clothes. I will send photos if you don't mind from the last festival.
What about, did Sri Vigraha come there yet?
He came, he has already left from Kamchatka. He was in March, or I don't remember, in May, maybe, in the beginning of May.
Did we have your second initiation yet? Did you get the second initiation already?
No, he everybody agrees with the initiation with the second, but it is found out that I still need to pass the test. I finished Bhakti Shastri courses, and when I looked through the information, I thought that it is enough. But Amiras Prabhu told that I still need to answer several questions. So there are 50 questions. So I am preparing to pass this test, and I will write Guru Maharaj to you the letter. Paramatma Prabhu is agree, Amiras Prabhu is agree, yeah, Shivirha Prabhu is agree as well. And
Who?
Shivirha Prabhu doesn't mind
Oh.
the initiation.
Okay, so you've got a cold, is it? A little bit?
Throat.
Sore throat, yeah. What's the temperature there?
In the temple.
No, outside in
It
Kamchatka.
was, I don't remember. Today it was warm, really.
It is warm. Warm. Nice.
Green leaf appeared in the trees.
One of these special days in Kamchatka. Oh, the warm. Okay, so you take care for yourself.
Thank you very much for the matter.
Keep healthy.
I will.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, who else is here? Rajasuya Prabhu. Yeah. Hare Krishna.
Let's accept my humble obeisances.
My obeisances to you. How are you, Prabhu? How is Krabi?
Krabi is going back to life again because after long lockdown now they open. So there is quite a lot of Indian tourists now there.
Oh, more Indian tourists, huh?
Yes.
The restaurant is open?
Yes, it's open more than 2 months now.
Getting some business, okay?
Yes, Guru Maharaj. Because of Indian, many Indians, so they many vegetarians coming.
Okay, good. They'll keep you busy there.
Yes.
Well, you're not going to travel this year. You're not going to Europe.
Actually, next week I'm flying to Munich, and then I might go to Switzerland and also Norway, Denmark, Sweden.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, next week you're going?
Next week, actually on 14th, so a little bit more than next week.
Are you going alone?
I'm going with my business partner, Narayan Prabhu. So we are traveling together with Maharaj.
Oh, okay. Narayan, he's not devotee.
Yeah, he's born devotee. He didn't take initiative yet, but he's devotee. He born in devotee family. Yes.
Really?
Yes,
Oh.
his chanting is doing quite so. He just is ready, waiting for initiation.
Oh, good. So how long will you be away?
1 month. Gurudev.
A month, huh? Okay, so you take care there, traveling.
Thank you very much. Now COVID is gone, so it should be okay, I guess.
Yeah. Still, some places, anyway. Be careful. So I hope you have a good trip anyway. Hope
Thank you.
everything.
Thank you very much.
And what about your son? He's going to come to ABEC, is it?
He's supposed to be in ABEC this month, but he's waiting for 2 of his friends. They fail in exam, so they're going to attempt another exam in 10 days time. So they pass some subject, but they fail in 2 subjects. So he's waiting. You don't want to go alone. You need at least 1 friend with him.
Uh-huh.
A devotee, that also devotee. So hopefully they will pass this time. And
Anyway, he has a place to stay. Even if he goes alone, he has a place to stay, and he'll soon get friends there.
yes, that's right.
You
But
should, you should come.
I'm trying to convincing him that if they fail again this time, don't wait anymore, because then he might have to wait, waste his time.
Yeah,
6
waste
months
his
or
own
1 year.
time. Yeah, waste his time. It's a long time. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he should just go. He'll get new friends there.
Yes, I'm trying to convince him. Let's see. I hope they will pass the exam this time, because they are kind of trying hard. They are studying very hard.
Okay. So, hope so. Okay, so have a good trip, Prabhu.
Thank you very much. Please take care of your health also.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you for a good class today.
Hare Krishna. Okay, I think that's it, eh?
Guru Maharaj, I just want to quickly introduce one Mataji, Kulan.
Yes?
She is from Mongolia, and she is supporting so much for us in Geneva. She wants to, just greet you, Guru Maharaj.
Oh, Hare Krishna. You're from Mongolia, huh?
Yes, I'm from Mongolia.
I go to Inner Mongolia. I go to Huahalta
Oh,
in China, you know?
I know.
Have you been there? Do you know Chinese? I heard you speak French, huh?
Mike?
Mike Prabhu, can you translate for her, please, in French?
Yeah. Tu parles chinois?
Non, je parle pas chinois.
She doesn't speak Chinese.
Oh, but she speaks French.
Tu parles français?
Oui.
And yeah, you know the devotees in Mongolia?
Il y a beaucoup de dévotés en Mongolie, oui.
There's a lot of devotees in Mongolia, she said.
Yeah, there's a lot. They're building a temple there, right?
Ils sont
Yes.
en train de...
Oui, en train de construire le temple, mais ils ont demandé l'aide les autres dévotés, le peuple de Mongolie, demandé donation.
They're asking for from other devotees some help, and from people abroad in general.
The one sannyasi who's in charge there, who goes there, his name is Bhakti Vaibhav Swami. Do you know him?
Je sais lui. C'est lui qui qui nous soutient beaucoup. C'est presque tous les dévots mongoliens qui sont tous les presque plupart des dévots sont disciples.
Almost all Mongolian devotees are his disciples.
Okay. Did you meet him yourself?
Tu l'as rencontré?
Pas encore.
Not yet.
Oh.
As-tu été dans une salle avec lui, dans un temple au même temps que lui?
Non.
Oh, she hasn't even spent any time at all near him.
Do you go to Mongolia still? Are you still visiting there?
Ça fait combien de temps que tu as été en Mongolie?
Presque, je suis pas rentrée chez moi 10 ans.
Oh, she hasn't been there for 10 years.
10 years.
But you know, mais tu sais que ce qu'il se passe avec ce Maharaj, c'est que tu as eu contact avec les gens là-bas pour savoir ça.
Oui.
Oh, she knows from other people what's happening with this Maharaj.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. So you stay here in Geneva, is it? Your home is in Geneva?
Oui.
And your husband's Swiss?
Oui. Yes.
Uh-huh. Okay, is your husband also vegetarian?
Flexitarian. He's eat in-house vegetarian, and outside he eat with his friend meat.
Okay. But you cook vegetarian.
I cook only vegetarian.
You offer to Krishna also?
Yes.
Oh, very good. Very nice. You're already staying here 10 years in Switzerland?
No, in Paris.
Oh, Paris. So you live in Paris or you live in Geneva?
J'étais à Paris 5 ans et je l'ai...
Maintenant, ça fait 5 ans que tu es là.
Ouais. Maintenant, ça
So
fait
she's
5
been
ans que
5
je
and
suis à
5.
Ouais.
Huh?
She's been 5 years in Geneva, in Paris, and about 5 years here now.
Oh, she was 5 years in Paris and then she came to Geneva.
Yeah,
Okay.
about 2017.
Okay. Good.
Après, tu allais dire encore quelque chose?
Ce sera tout.
That's all.
Very, very nice to meet you, Mataji.
Allez, Krishna, me too.
We're very glad to have you help us there with our efforts in Geneva. We want to try to encourage people there in Geneva to continue their Krishna consciousness.
Nous sommes très heureux de t'avoir dans la force à Genève. On aimerait bien que les gens continuent leur conscience de Krishna.
Guru Maharaj, we both last week we both tried, went in the park, spent some 2 hours, but we could not give out a single book. Then Mataji was telling that maybe we have to do our sadhana nicely. We will come and try next week. With
Yeah.
devotee, we
Don't
did
be-
that. Yes. Sorry.
Don't be attached to the result. You give the holy name. That's the main thing.
Okay. Okay, Guru Maharaj.
Give the holy name.
Yeah. Yes, Guru Maharaj.
Don't be attached. Sometimes
Okay.
you may give out books, it doesn't mean, but if you give the holy name, that's the real charity, that's the real Sankirtan.
Give the holy name means just meet people and tell that there is a mantra like this, like that, right, Guru Maharaj?
No, we also show the book. If they're interested, they can get a book, but don't be disappointed just because they don't get a book. The important thing is that you're there, you're preaching, and you're giving the holy name. They're seeing devotees, so it's good for them.
Yeah, yes, Guru Maharaj, yeah. And yeah, yes, Guru Maharaj, yeah.
And
We will then, yeah.
if you have prasadam as well, you give prasadam to them.
Okay.
And if they take
Okay.
prasadam, then really good.
Okay, Guru Maharaj. Yeah, maybe we should go with the prasadam, some cookies or something. Yeah.
Yeah, something. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll try, Guru Maharaj.
And you have an invitation card for the program on Friday night?
Yeah, she made Kulan actually. She made very nice invitation card, Guru Maharaj.
In French?
Yeah, in French and yes, Guru Maharaj, in French. I just thought of quickly showing. Yeah, yes, Guru Maharaj, in French. Yeah, in French, she made the business card and the invitation. She quickly made it last week.
Very good. Very good, Kuptana.
Kulan. Yeah.
Very nice. Okay.
Thank you so much, Guru Maharaj, for your association today.
Okay. Thank you also. Take care. We'll see you again.
Yeah,
Hare
see you
Krishna.
again. Hare Krishna.
Srila Prabhupada ki.
Jai.
Jai. Jai. Maharaj ki.